Fans of Caitlin Clark are frequently referred to as deluded. They were charged with demeaning WNBA players by claiming that Clark would destroy it. Leading these criticisms was the renowned UConn coach Geno Auriemma, who referred to Clark and her supporters as crazy. Renowned for his candor, Auriemma believed he knew Clark. He famously said that she wouldn't be successful in the WNBA because her abilities weren't appropriate for the leagues, regretfully. Unexpectedly, Auriemma's remarks came back to haunt him. Critics were won over when Caitlin Clark, whom he had criticized for not being suited for the WNBA, emerged as the league's top rookie. One of her sharpest critics, Auriemma, saw his remarks fall apart following her incredible rookie season. Early on, he had stated, "This kid is on the wrong team. She's a rookie, and she has the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league." Clark made a distinctive league debut. Her astounding and unprecedented achievements caused Auriemma to realize he had underestimated her. How did we arrive here? How did a women's basketball coach who had dominated the sport for decades and had an unrivaled record decide to reconsider a player he had dismissed with such assurance? Caitlin Clark's transformation from controversial to a generational star is worthy of a headline. Her rise did more than just refute detractors, it redefined WNBA success. The mistrust in the league may be traced back to Clark's time as an undergraduate at Iowa. To put it simply, Clark was incredible. Her deep showman-like range and ability to score from nearly anywhere on the floor made her stand out. Iowa became a national powerhouse under her basketball leadership. Prior to being selected first overall in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark was well known. Auriemma and other critics, however, thought her accomplishments in college did not translate to the professional world. They claimed that because the WNBA was different, players had to get used to more physical play, quicker action, and more seasoned opponents. Auriemma attacked Clark's potential on the Dan Patrick Show. He claimed that they were preparing her for failure. This is a multi-level thing. It's a fact of life. Playing against 18-year-olds makes you appear superhuman, but you'll be up against mature ladies who have played basketball professionally for a long time. He observed that she was a two-edged sword. Framing her outspoken attitude as a potential disadvantage, Auriemma remarked, "She deserves everything she gets because she gives as good as she gets." Supporters of Clark remained. They affirmed her preparedness by pointing to her tenacious work ethic, high basketball IQ, and innate ability to step up when needed. The legendary WNBA player Diana Taurasi backed Auriemma. Taurasi concurred that playing among the best in the league will give Clark an unpleasant awakening. In their opinion, Caitlin Clark was not ready for the WNBA. Every argument against her was destroyed by her subsequent retort. When Clark joined the Indiana Fever game, she was ready to dominate. Fans and commentators were impressed by her first season, which was explosive. Clark scored 19.2 points on average. At the end of the season, he had 8.4 assists and over 5 rebounds per game, which is a great stat line for a rookie. Metrics, however, fall short of capturing her impact. Her self-assured, fashionable style, which was reminiscent of NBA great Steph Curry, made her stand out. Her trademark performance was her clutch performance. She became a star thanks to her triple-doubles, game-saving assists, and buzzer beaters. On social media, fans shared recordings of her performances, referring to her as basketball's future. Even the once critical Auriemma softened. He subsequently said, "You never know how quickly they'll adapt to the WNBA game coming from college. Caitlin has performed surprisingly well, in my opinion." Clark's first season was about more than just disproving her doubters. It was about rewriting the story of WNBA success. Her season was a spectacle because of her tenacity, composure under duress, and capacity to manage great expectations while remaining upbeat. Auriemma was a generational talent, but she believed her freshman year would reveal her. After Clark's repatriation to Iowa in November 2024, Auriemma's perspective shifted. Clark returned to the Knapp Center to honor her incredible career as the Drake Bulldogs and Iowa Hawkeyes played to a sold-out crowd. As she got closer, fan excitement increased. A memorial video featuring Collegiate highlights and inspirational quotes from teammates was produced by Fox Collegiate Hoops, coaches as well as rivals. According to Paige Buchers, one of Caitlin Clark's most well-known contemporaries and former opponents, unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard about her. She has a talent that transcends generations and improves everyone in her vicinity. According to Juju Watkins, Caitlin significantly increased awareness of women's basketball. She bears the burden with dignity and modesty. Basketball players complimented her skill and personality throughout the tribute. The video was praised by the audience. Social media users expressed their feelings, stating that Clark's journey had quieted her harshest critics. "She's transformed the game," according to one tweet. "It's time for everyone to acknowledge it. Now even Geno must acknowledge her." The occasion honored Clark's accomplishments and served as a reminder of her rapid progress. When Auriemma returned home, his story was altered. Obama referred to Clark as an amazing phenomenon in a tribute segment. Very seldom does a player come along and landscape the way she has, he added. She has undoubtedly done it. There was an abrupt change from skepticism to admiration. On social media, fans quickly pointed out the irony. Geno playfully stated that she wasn't ready in one post that went viral. Look who isn't prepared to acknowledge it yet. There are doubters about Auriemma's move. Many followers interpret it as fresh admiration, as an effort to salvage his reputation after his initial criticisms. Geno is aware that he made a mistake. One expert remarked, this is him acknowledging it without saying it. But most believe that Auriemma's recovery demonstrated Clark's ability. Even the most seasoned critics had to reconsider their opinions after her remarkable and revolutionary debut season. Clark's impact extended beyond the court. She was the epitome of fortitude, flourishing in the face of hardship and allowing criticism to stoke her passion. After the game, Caitlin's Fever coach said she is the ultimate competitor. Her goal is to make everyone better, not simply win. She received a rare accolade in basketball when her self-assured, imaginative playstyle was likened to Steph Curry's. The WNBA analyst stated, what Caitlin Clark has done is put eyes on our game. Because of her, those who had never watched women's basketball are suddenly paying attention. The WNBA gained notice as a result of Clark's performances, and the basketball community concurred. On social media, supporters and analysts referred to her as the league's future. Clark was able to step up not just during big events. She consistently broke 62 WNBA records in her first season. Her ability to motivate others made her stand out. Her coworkers praised her selflessness and leadership. They are frequently disregarded in a performance-based One Fever player noted. She's not just a great player, she's a great teammate. She's unique because of that. The high point of Clark's debut season was her buzzer beater against the defending champions. Clark dribbled past two defenders and made a deep three-pointer at the buzzer when the game was tied. Social media was flooded with videos of the audience going crazy. From the sidelines, even Auriemma grinned. I was captivated, he remarked. Few players possess her attitude and confidence. Clark had challenges. She faced fierce opposition, high standards, and critics who were eager for her to fail, yet she handled it with grace. Her team and their teamwork were the main topics of her post-game interviews. It's not about me alone, Clark said. Together, we're building. Her capacity to manage demands while maintaining focus was one of her strongest traits. According to a Fever assistant coach, Caitlin exudes elegance that belies her age. She doesn't mind the noise. She engages in her game. The plot of the season was altered by Clark's performances. A story of perseverance, desire, and redefining WNBA possibilities emerged from what began as a rookie looking to make a name for herself. By the end of the season, even her harshest adversaries recognized her importance. And Clark's rookie journey came to a close with an emotional homage at the end of the season. In a ceremony, the Fever celebrated her league buzz and record-breaking feats. Her victory was praised by opponents, teammates, and fans. The presence of Auriemma was important. He gave a startling speech in which he admitted his errors. Auriemma said, I've been in this game for a long time, and I've seen a lot of great players. However, Caitlin Clark has accomplished something unique. She has altered our perspective on the game. Auriemma's resignation was a component of a larger shift in women's basketball. Clark's first season won over new fans and silenced her detractors. The league was energized by her ability to draw viewers and inspire new players. Auriemma's comments provoked immediate and varied responses. Fans of Clark praised the change on social media with comments and jokes. According to one tweet, even the most seasoned basketball pundits could be convinced by skill. But Clark's rookie campaign was noteworthy in ways that go beyond personal admiration. As the WNBA turned a corner, it was ready for a new era of talent. Clark was more than just a sportsman. She stood for women's basketball's future. Her ability to draw in new fans, elevate her club, and disrupt the established quo made her debut year one of the most impressive in sports ever. As 2025 draws near, Clark's popularity increases. Analysts anticipate that she will get better and take the Indiana Fever to new heights. In an interview, Clark stated, I want to be among the world's best players. I wouldn't anticipate any less. Her influence extends beyond the courtroom. Promoting women's basketball encourages young females to pursue their dreams. She doesn't merely believe that hard work makes everything possible. Auriemma learns from Clark's accomplishment that even specialists may make mistakes. In addition to his remorse for misjudging her, his change of heart was a reflection of her impact on the sport. Her kind of talent is rare, and when it does appear, it makes you reevaluate everything. Basketball fans wait as Clark gets ready for her sophomore campaign. WNBA expectations have changed as a result of her narrative. This is just the beginning for Clark. I have so much more I want to do, she said. This is just the beginning. In her first season, Caitlin Clark changed the rules of the game, going above and above to challenge critics. Her perseverance, drive, and motivation have elevated the standard for novices. Her breakthrough season will resound and show the WNBA's potential as it develops. Do you agree with us? To keep informed, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on alerts. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you again soon.